So if you're someone who may be a little bit sensitive about the recession and taking advantage of the recession, this video may not be for you. But if you are someone who is looking to take advantage and get ahead of this recession, stay a while. I work as a real estate agent. I have worked with investors for many years. I have worked with developers, and I have worked with us common folks that just purchase homes. The recession that is coming, home prices are going to go down. And we are not just talking single family homes. We are talking commercial spaces. We are talking hotels. This means interest rates. This means there are going to be lenders. There are going to be programs and people that are looking to give money away, but not just to anyone. You need to have skin in the game. You need to have some leverage. So this is why we are starting now. We need to get friends together to make these purchases. The big corporations are doing it. The big corporations are ready. The big corporations are about to swoop in on so many properties. So this is how you can leverage that and get in the game as well. Even if you do not have the funds by yourself, get your friends together, get your family together, establish a family trust. Establish a family trust, but get your friends together, crowdsource, put a group of you all together that's what you guys are going to do. Purchase multifamilies, hotels, even commercial spaces, and leverage what we are about to get into. Think of this as your retirement plan. Think of this as your kids' college tuition. Think of this as you establishing your life in about 30 to 40 to 50 years. I recently had a client that sold her house, her duplex that she has owned for 20 years, free and clear. She has no children, but she is retired. So this is basically money that she's living off for the rest of her life. She has other properties as well. This was just one that she had purchased when the time was what we're experiencing now. And she is reaping the benefits of an unfortunate situation, which is a recession that a lot of people are going to struggle through and may not even make it out of, unfortunately. And I'm making this video so that you can be the one to come out on top, and that you can be the one to share this information with your friends and family and figure out how you can all come together to benefit your family. At the end of the day, that should be the only thing that you should be worrying about, is you and your family. That is it.
So who creates significant? There are 2,850 billionaires around the world, and their net worth is somewhere around $15 trillion. Now, do you know how much it takes to solve the world's hunger? It's a little over $330 billion over the course of 10 years. So that means if all the billionaires came together and donate just a little over 2% of their wealth, we can permanently eradicate hunger, but they won't do it. And the reason is very simple. Economics thrives on scarcity and dependency. You see, if there were no more lack around the world and everyone had what they wanted or what they needed, there would be no advantage that the rich will have over the poor. So what am I saying? If you're waiting for someone to come and help you get out of the financial circumstances that you're in right now, you're going to be left behind. And the reason is because wealthy people have their own agenda. So you as an individual, you have to make it your personal mission to create your own agenda. All right. And that is why there's something called personal finance. What does that mean? That means you make it your responsibility to do what you have to do to create the type of reality that you want to see in your household. All right. And what I'm telling people right now is, rather than focusing on what the government is doing, what the government is not doing, or what they should be doing, focus on what you can control. You can control the type of information you feed yourself, because under these circumstances, I will tell you this, there are going to be tons of people who create significant wealth in this current economy. And there will also be people who once had money and all of a sudden they lose everything. Why? Because they're not revamping or reinventing themselves. So the number one thing that you should be doing right now is focusing on, number one, becoming a better version of you. What can you learn today that you didn't know yesterday? What can you learn today to help you get ahead when it comes to the area of your finance? I'm talking about reading books, attending seminars, getting a mentor, learning about a new business that you can start, learning about artificial intelligence. These are things that you have control over, not what the White House is doing. Yes, is it impacting the economy? The answer is yes. But you can only control what you have the ability to. Because here's the reality. Things may not get easier, but I will tell you that people are about to create significant wealth in this economy. And I just choose to be one of them. I love the way Jesus puts it. He says, the poor will always be among you. But the good news is you can choose to be among the poor or you can choose to be among the rich. You get to make that choice.
From a laptop or a phone? Can you serve customers in every country? Can you use social media? Ask yourself, because ultimately you want to start a business that is digital, timeless, spaceless, thrives in the next pandemic, if there is one, and that you can scale wherever there is Wi-Fi. That's the ultimate situation. So, is your business online? Is your business physical or digital? Can you operate your entire business from a laptop or a phone? Can you serve customers in every country? Can you use social media to market your business organically? Can you operate your business by yourself? Do you need staff to grow your business? How much capital is required, which nowadays is pretty much nothing. Can you start your business with no money? How much does your business cost to run each month? Is your business active or passive, which is really important? And can you scale your business to 5, 6 and 7 figures within a reasonable period of time? How many customers can you serve per week? Really important. Coming up to the last couple, does your business make money if you were not active in the business? And can you build an educational program off the back to teach other people about that business? Those are questions that you need to ask and validate before you ever start a business in today's day and age. If most of the answers are yes, you're going to make a lot of money.
That is so correct. You need to build a
worst recessions in U.S. history. Here is 3 things you can do to prepare for that. Now, before I give you these 3 things, understand this recession could possibly be worse than the Great Depression. In my previous video, I showed you why and how this is going to happen. So, number 1, you want to have 3 to 6 months of money saved up for your normal monthly bills. Very important, especially with the job losses we're likely to see here pretty soon. Number 2, cut your expenses. I understand with inflation, this can sound difficult, but most of us can find areas that we can cut. Number 3, get a side gig or side hustle. Also, could just add extra hours at work. In this day and age, with the very phone you're holding, many of us can make money on top of our job with easy side gigs you can pick up right online. Do what you can to add as much funds as you possibly can, cut your expenses as much as you can, and make sure you have 3 to 6 months of savings saved up in case job loss happens to come your way. This recession is going to be nothing to play with. It can bring opportunity for some if you are prepared for it.
How can you survive a recession and possibly even come out ahead? I'm going to talk about that in this video. During the 2008 recession, I saw people lose their Ferraris, I saw people lose their mansions, but I also saw people who made investments that enabled them to be millionaires to this day. What's the game plan when we think that there's a recession coming? The first rule is that as soon as you hear rumblings of a recession, that is the time to start instantly cutting all unnecessary expenses. Expensive dinners with your clients, cut them out. Expensive cruises, cut them out. Unnecessary business expenses, cut them out. Overhead, cut it down as quickly as you possibly can. One of the things I saw in 2008 was that people would cut their expenses. They just cut it too late for it to make a difference. The individuals who cut their expenses early and the businesses who cut their expenses early were able to weather the storm. Imagine you saw rain clouds in the distance. You wouldn't wait until you started getting wet before you grabbed an umbrella. You would take the umbrella with you. The next step is don't panic. Recessions don't tend to last that long. The only people who really get hit hard are the individuals who are right on the razor edge from a budgetary standpoint and can't handle a 6 to 12 month period of economic slowdown. And for better or worse, this leads to an opportunity for those people who do save appropriately and who do prepare for the recession, because they have the ability to purchase assets and make investment decisions that can benefit them long term. For instance, the people who bought houses as investments between 2009 and 2012, almost all of them are multimillionaires today. So don't be scared of a recession. Prepare for it, save accordingly, be smart, and you will come out ahead.